Let's start with our first question. Anna and Artur. How did you two meet?
Well, how did we two meet? Actually, it was easy. We just met in the children's group in our first club, which we represented. And as Artur loves to tell this story, he was entering the hall, and I was sitting in a split. This is his memories from how he first met me.
I got from
Yes.
I just started dancing. We moved from Russia to Germany with my family, and I just started dancing. And it was like one of the first practices at all, but we were not dancing together. I was dancing with another girl, she was dancing with another boy. And I was just coming to the club, I was coming to the dressing room, and from the dressing room I could watch into the hall. And then I looked into the hall, and she was sitting in the split, like stretching and something like that. Like, you know, a small, thin girl with like white skin and
Nothing changed.
and like doing the split
like an angel,
like a ballerina. And that time I was already okay. I think I was 8 years old or something like that.
Yeah. So we met in the children's group in the first club, which we presented. Yeah, as small kids, let's say like this. No, not it.
Earlier.
Yeah. Now we hear you.
That is
Can
beautiful.
you repeat, please?
I unmuted you.
Yes, there we go. So, as we found out earlier, a few months ago, we know that Artur is a Zumba instructor. Artur, what inspired you to become a Zumba instructor?
Yeah, I already thought about it, that it was not so smart to say that, because actually I made a Zumba license because at that time it was like hyped in Germany. It became hyped in Germany, and at some dance camps I made some. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. At some dance camps we made some Zumba classes as a warm-up. It was never like a real Zumba class, it was always like a warm-up. And I was thinking about it, it's fun to me, and maybe it would be also a great possibility like to earn some money. And then I made this Zumba license, and it was 3 years ago, and still I did not make a class or something like that. I made it on our own camps. We made it like a warm-up, but I did not organize it to make like a real class.
So there's no possibility of seeing you at a World Zumbathon convention.
We won't be seeing you there.
Oh, okay.
Well, after this year, you never know, guys.
Yeah.
That is true. Yes.
It's crazy right now.
Never say never.
Exactly.
Moving on to your dance career, I would love to talk about your Infinity Show. What was the thought and the process behind your Infinity Show dance?
Well, first of all, we love to name our shows like words and symbols which are very which don't have just one meaning, so people can interpret how they understand it, how they like it, how they feel it, depending to their own lives. So we were inspired by the German ice skating couple, which was getting Olympic champion actually. And we loved this song because they used also the song which we used also in our show. And we started the research like, okay, what could we do? So what is actually infinite? It's like your love for something. Yeah.
What is an example of something that is forever, that is beyond infinity?
Exactly. Yeah. So we thought, okay, our love for dancing, our love for music, and our love for creation, but also this infinite way, you know, up and down. It's like a never-ending story, and we thought that this is so close to our souls. This is so close to our dancing way, actually, and we wanted to message exactly this to the public, to the audience, and it was also just. I cannot actually remember who of us said this. Okay, it should be infinity, but we like this symbol and this word a lot. So it was like really, you know, when you hear, for example, the name Beyonce, you know this is the queen. Wow,
that it's big. Yes.
Yeah, and it stays, you know, this name, it stays in your mind, it stays in your head. So we thought like, okay, infinity is something everyone understands in the world. Yeah, probably not the words exactly, but this symbol, the way of
the definition, the meaning.
Yeah. So this was actually, there were a lot of thoughts, you know, about this. I cannot even say with which it started, but we got a lot of inspiration. So we put it all together to a whole story, which means, first of all, to us a lot. So this was the beginning of it, actually.
While you compete this Infinity Show dance, what kind of emotions do you feel? What runs through your head? What do you feel as you finish and take the bow, as the crowd is cheering you on and you place final in this? What do you feel inside?
Can I start? Or you
Yes, start, and I will say something at the end.
You know...
you will say something serious, and I will say something stupid in the end, okay?
Okay, that's how partnerships go.
It is how it is.
It's always like this, so you don't even need to say this. So for me, it's always, you know, this show, this Infinity Show. Let's say we updated and upgraded it somehow from competition to competition, because we felt like, okay, something is working better and something is working a little bit worse. So we wanted to make it better, yeah, to make an optimum. But from the emotional part, it's I was living it, you know. We danced it in the Worlds, we danced in the Kremlin, yes, in Moscow, and I just really literally felt how the tears are coming into my eyes when I know this is the last count of the show, and now we have to go out of the floor. And also we had the year before, so it was 2019, yeah. We had the European also with this show, and I just couldn't.
Yes, that is correct. I remember.
I was just crying, and I don't know. I was so overwhelmed with the emotion.
Very emotional. It's a very emotional piece.
Yes, because you know when it comes to the sound, and you absolutely can feel the music, and you can relate to something what happened in your life or to your imagination. It just touches you so deeply, and it was this moment where I don't know, I couldn't hold myself, so I was like, we were standing in this last position, you know, and I was like,
and the emotions just like, don't let that tear come down.
Yes, I was like already. So I was really into it.
I can only confirm because, like, on the last competition, I could bet that after each dance, she will cry at the end. It was like
that little piece of choreography there.
That'll do it.
It was not so, it was always real, but it was always, I was standing there and I was thinking all the time, yeah, you will cry now.
Why is she shaking like crazy in this
The small details. Yes.
It's the little things.
Yeah.
One thing to your question, what is going through your head while you're dancing? We were dancing this show at 4 championships. It was two years we danced European World. And in the last championship, it was the World in Kremlin in Moscow.
Yes.
The show, the choreography was already so much inside. It was like, it was already going through. It was flowing.
Right, you had it so many times. You practiced it so many times that you already felt the emotions.
You don't need to think about it. Yes. The whole time before the championships, I still needed to think about some mechanics and holdings and so on, and to change from the Latin to the holding stuff and the contemporary stuff.
Lift.
And in Moscow, it was not that way. I was just enjoying. And the break between the first round and the final was like 6 hours or something like that. It was like forever.
That's a long time.
It was like forever. And then you need to deliver. You know, like now it's the final, now you go for it. Okay, and then we started, and the show was like 3:30. There was like the beginning, then some middle parts, and then the end, like the culmination. And like always in the beginning, I was totally into my idea, into the show idea, into the film, which is going through our mind. And then somewhere in the middle, I had one thought. It was like, I want to eat now. And then there were like, I think there were like 10 or 20 seconds where I had like this inner monologue where I thought, I want to eat right now. What should I eat right now? What could I let deliver after the championship? And then the next thought like, oh, it's not the time to think now about that. Okay. Then I was already in, and then already emotional, you know? But so, like, and through this inner monologue, I was still dancing. I was still
good.
I think we're the same. I think the same thing when I'm dancing.
And if you watch on the video, you see still in my face like all the emotions and everything. But I remember what I was
on the inside. He's
And then you're thinking, what am I eating? What am I eating for lunch?
He was totally emotionally. He was totally into the food.
Yes.
Yes, so focused on.
And the final
Is it going to be McDonald's or are we going to do that?
Cheeseburger, pizza, what are we thinking?
Because he could think of chicken McNugget and like just leave me fall on the ground. Very good. Nice to know it, you know. At least now I know.
While he has you in the air, he's thinking of pizza.
It was good to have good advisor. Well done.
Alright guys, so when you wake up and kind of get your day started, what makes you happy? What kind of thing makes you smile when you wake up?
Or you know, I'm this kind of person. I just need the sun. This is this is my food, my everyday food. Air I don't need. Food I don't need. I need sun. So for me, it's really like the sunlight, the sunshine, and probably also this clear blue sky. I just love to see when I wake up that it's bright outside, you know, because in Germany it's so gray and rainy. So when I wake up, it's always like, oh damn, is it night or is it already morning? I don't understand. So that's why I would say definitely sun and blue sky.
That is beautiful. Very philosophical. What about you, Artur?
Actually, for me the same. It's like the colors. I like to wake up and to see out of the window like the bright sun, the blue sky, and of course the green eyes which are next to me every morning when I wake up.
That is beautiful.
Same.
What would you guys say was the most memorable performance in your career so far?
Most memorable. What do you
Memorable.
got?
I think it's still the same competition, right?
Yes. Oh, 3. 1, 2, 3. World Championship love is in China. Yes.
Oh.
First World Championship which they danced in show dance, and it was actually also the first official championship where we represented Germany.
Okay.
Wow.
That is impressive.
Yeah. I think before we also did not dance European Cup or World Cup, it was also after.
Yes.
Yes. So it was the first official championship. It was in China. Till then we were already in China, but not so often. So it was already like a long way.
Sure.
And it was the first time show dance, which was a completely new experience.
Super exciting.
Anna will tell right now. Anna will tell about the emotional stuff in the final. I will tell about the emotional stuff before the first round. So.
Does it have anything to do with food?
No.
Okay.
Not in China.
Okay. No, in China they have good food, so I don't know. Давай.
Standing next to the floor. The couple before us was already dancing. We were waiting for our turn. And we were holding hands, preparing mentally for the dance. And it was the first time we were representing Germany on the championship. It was the first time we were dancing a show dance. It was the first time we danced lock-in choreography on the floor. And we were holding hands, and we were already like experienced couple. We danced a lot of competitions and big competitions and so on. We were holding hands, and she asked me, "Are you nervous?" And I was watching her and said, "Of course not." And then she asked me, "Then why your hands are shaking that much?" And then I was looking down to my hands, and it was like this. And I was looking down to my feet and legs also shaking the whole time. And I was thinking, fuck, what is going wrong? What is happening with me? But then it went everything good.
Yes. Yeah, you know, it was very exciting because it was this first official show dance experience and championship, and it was so far away, and somehow we still felt a little bit the jet lag in the body, you know. So it was totally an emotional up and down, and it was so responsible, to be the one couple on the floor. You're alone and you represent your country. So it was really, we felt this responsibility, and also because we never competed before this 3.5 minutes on the floor, like pushing.
Yes.
So everything came together, and you know, as Artur was telling already, we danced a lot of competition, so we were an experienced couple. But I was going on the floor, guys, and I felt like a total beginner in just going on high heels.
Really?
Because I was shaking like this, and I was talking to myself like, "Oh my God, calm down, girl, what's happening with you?" You know, I was going on the floor and I was shaking. I was thinking there is an earthquake or something like this, because it was so unusual. And really, I think this was, you know, from the emotional part, this is a competition I will remember forever. And also when we stood there in the kiss and cry area, and you get your points, and somehow, of course, we understood we are not the let's say the couple which could win, because there were couples which were more experienced in this competitive style, show. And then we stood there totally exhausted of everything what happened before, like this trip and training and everything.
Exhausted, right? Yes, very tired.
Yes, and the emotions came over, and then there was this point, and the last is called the number, the place, and it was like first, and we were like, what?
It was a big achievement. It was a big day for you guys.
It was
a memorable moment.
In the end, we became second, but it was, this moment was so full of emotions, and it was somewhere, not just here, it was here everywhere. Here,
everywhere.
Yes, and we felt also the public so much, and it was just incredible. It will stay forever, I think, in my heart for sure.
That is beautiful. I wish every dance couple to go through that, to feel that feeling in their heart, in their head, and all the emotions. I expect after that moment, your parents, your coaches, all your supporters were very proud of you, yes?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, none of them could be with us because it was so far away, but my mom was sitting all the time and crossing the fingers. She was writing, and there was also this time difference, so they woke up earlier to write me a message before. So it was lovely. Yeah.
It's amazing. All right, Anna and Artur, thank you so much. We will see you later in this marathon. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. See you later.
Thank you.